Warning, the following contains content intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, peeps, and welcome back to another Before Episode Chat with me, your host, Zod19. Alright, so in the last episode we just finished the End of Heaven's Ward base game. And we're going to be starting the Dragon Song War Quests, which is the patches that lead all the way up to Stormblood. Today, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. If they haven't changed the rewards, I should get some pretty nice sets of like level 60 armor, but I don't really need them on for this job, considering I'm already level 67 and I'm wearing level 64 through 66 armor. Oh, how adorable. But I will still accept them nonetheless, and probably use them for my other jobs. I'm playing around with other stuff off camera just to make grinding for Poetics tomes easier. I did a lot of grinding between last episode and this episode, and now I have the 4th level? Yeah, the 4th level of Animal Weapon. So there's the Animated Deathbringer, then the Deathbringer Awoken, Nothung, Hyperconductive Nothung. Yeah, I'm on Hyperconductive, and I'm working towards Guillotine of the Tyrant. But that's something that's going to take a very long time. And since the item level of the Hyperconductive is the same level as the Hellfire Guillotine I was using before, I can just keep going now. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me. Let's dive on into this. Well, I'm back here again. Been a while. Done a couple of things. Don't know if you noticed. No longer wearing my my chaos armor. But I do have a certain delicious something upon my back. Yes. Yes. It's amazing. Anyways. Hey, Alphino, before we talk, I really have to shove some food in my face. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Delicious. How you doing? An uncertain future. Alphino wishes to share the latest developments in the search for the missing scions. Hot chocolate? Delicious. Creme brulee? Creme brulee. Almond cream croissant? Urchin loaf? That last one sounds nasty, but the hot chocolate, holy shit. Fortuitous timing as always, Kreed. Yeah, you know. Took a break. Now I'm back. So, of course it's fortuitous timing. Nothing ever happens unless I do it. Tataru was about to brief me on the search of our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then.
Absolutely! You'll be pleased to hear that Ryo and his men have been making excellent progress! You remember how Fa Min helped me to escape the Crystal Braves and lives in Lamitsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Ryo, she crept aboard a ship bound for Razad Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Ryo thinks they must have disposed them after escaping the Royal Promenade.
Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers.
We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue as to where they went.
I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia?
I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is, we've enlisted the services of a Charlayan scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search. Should be arriving any day now.
Oh, cool. One of the students of Baldessian, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to more pressing matters. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Kreed, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. Mayhap we may meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? Alright.
In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone for too long, you know.
Wow. Alright. Where am I? Alright. Let's go down to the Forgotten Knight. Because the congregation is right next to it. Right up here, yeah. Hey. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, sir. Alright. Thanks. Let's get out of the way.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Okay. About what?
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
Okay.
I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
Ah. Crap.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Well, sorry dude, I had to show up badass as usual.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed.
I'm glad.
I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
They haven't already?
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the broom.
Ah, great.
Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
I hear you, man.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
No, she's gonna talk with some nameless dragon. Come on, kid, keep
We
up.
must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Of course. It's what I do, man.
Thank you, my friends.
You're very welcome.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Okay.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Hey, Lucia.
I know little of these lands these dragons call home. This Phoenix Shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I
confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? But ere we set forth, Kreed and I must inform our comrade of our plans.
Very well. I shall see to my preparations.
Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Kreed. Alright. Alright. It's not gonna be too hard. Just have to walk right over here.
Whoop!
Haha! Ow. How you doing, Tataru?
So! What was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears!
You know, some stuff and some things, and so on and so forth.
A diplomatic mission to annex Trine, you say? Well, I suppose that does make for a precedence. But should your meeting with Vidafnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important in everything, but this scholar just so happens to be...
Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Y'shtola. But if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Kreed. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Bye. I literally only just got in here. But okay. Ow. Door smacked me right in the face. Hey, what's up?
You are ready then? Good, so am I.
Alright. I will take the hot chocolate. Because delicious. Breaking the cycle. Alphino is ready to escort Lucia to the Annex Shrine. The path is long, but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the western highlands and take for Tailfeather in the Dravanian forelands. There we shall stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Oh god, do I literally have to walk the whole way? Well, come on, just... Ah, rendezvous with her outside Tailfeather. Okay. That I can do. No way in hell am I gonna fucking walk all the way through the Dravanian hinterlands. Or the, western Korthus highlands to get here. No way in hell. Oh, speaking of which... companion. Appearance. I picked up some new barding. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it doesn't actually show. Huh. Wait. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought that was you stole it for a second there. I was like, what the hell? Hey, Lucia. How's it going?
I imagined the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. And here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies.
Full well do we know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isale to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words. Almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of an implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in our common cause. At our side she fought in service for the greater good. The greater good. Even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace.
You ask much, Master Alphino. Yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit?
Yes, yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine. If you would follow me. Alright. So, let's see what this new barding looks like. Yeah, that's cool. Whoa! Look at that! Ah, that's neat! Oh, that's so wicked. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. You're sticking with that for a while, bud. Okay. I'll just teleport over. I love how I can just teleport on top of a chocobo.
Poof.
Okay, here we are. Oh, zoom back out on the map. Gotta go to the second floor. Now, if I remember correctly, Vidofnir is a chick. Gotta get this voice right. First time for everything, right? Right. There she is. How's it going?
Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ysal. But this one I do not know.
Oh, they finally caught up. What's up, peeps? Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend.
It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Imeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed. You may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great Wyrm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our people. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysali. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to know the truth. Yet dream we must, as Ysali once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, Knight. However, I cannot give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He needs to be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, Knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again.
Well, that was quick. Please tell me I don't have to go back to the... Speak with Alphino. Okay. I was worried for a second I'd have to go all the way back to Foundation to talk with them again. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well.
To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however.
Yeah.
Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now.
Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades.
Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved.
I can think of no greater matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain.
Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word.
Right? I don't want to die anytime soon. Good lord. Oh, and my feet are just kind of sunken into the ground. I didn't even notice that until just then. Good lord. Alright, Alphino, what else you gotta say? Another time, another place. Alphino is eager to set out for Charlayan. Don't you mean Idleshire? So it would seem that our time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Ishgard. Or Idleshire. Good lord. Another time, another place. Wait. Use return. They're both technically free, but it is my home point, so if I can use return to get back to it quickly, I should. What in the hell? Sparkly, sparkly, boom, boom. Hey, Stola.
Ah, Kreed. 'Tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in that shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidnafir go well?
Yeah, I guess. As well as could be expected. She must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with Race Velger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlene guest? Has she arrived yet?
She has. But when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way.
Okay. Before we go running off, just want to check something real quick. Yeah, I only have 50. Okay. The walls are super shiny, you see that? Must have rained recently. There's the destination. Okay. I guess this sparkly spot is where I'm supposed to stand. She's adorable.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Oh, Jesus! Her voice is not anywhere near as high-pitched as I expected, and way more British.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Well, I hope she lasts longer than the last one. Too soon?
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
Nice to meet you.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Well, he is wearing heels.
Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
Is that
It
right?
was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
Embarrassed a bit, huh?
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
Ooh, nice
A
save.
bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Oh! Sassy. I like this one. Let's keep this one. And that's not how hair is supposed to be.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Oh.
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Okay. Let's head down there and have a chat then. Good lord, this is gonna be a long trip. Please teleport me there. Don't make me have to walk. Please? Oh, god damn it. Alright. At least I have, like, a mount speed increase through here. Or, Lord have mercy, would this be a terribly long trip. An overgrown ambition. I guess while I'm running, if I don't end up speeding this up, I can talk about the anima glass. This is what I'm working on right now. I know it's right up in the middle of where I'm going. But basically, I have to get crystal sand and umbrite and combine those to make treated crystal sand, and then I use those like stat points to increase the things here. The bonus stats on my weapon, and then when it's maxed out, I trade it in and I get the guillotine of the tyrant. Right now I've got 18 points into tenacity. It doesn't affect the hyperconductive Nothung, it'll only be applied to the next weapon, so I'm just kind of getting it as I go along. The crystal sand's going to take me a while to grind out, because a lot of the methods that used to be available are no longer an option, especially considering this character is not something that I am extremely wealthy on. Unlike my other character, which has a couple of million gil right now. So yeah, I spend poetic tomes to get umbrite, I trade in stuff for crystal sand, I combine them together, get points, so on and so forth. I'm going to max out tenacity and direct hit rate, and that's what I'm going to do for my guillotine of the tyrant. Just want to get this on camera. Look at how epic this thing looks. Is that not just the coolest shit in the world? Oh, I don't even have dark side active. Shame on me. There we go. Yes, I know I ran past an Aether Current. I do not care. In the slightest. How you doing, Cryle?
You did say we were heading to a cave, did you not? Mayhap because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something?
No, it's just, you know, it's a hidden entrance.
In the eye of the beholder, the prospect of meeting with the famous Master Matoya seems to have set Cryle thinking. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread.
There's probably frog poop all over the place. Alright. Let's run over here then. Cave entrance. Yes.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Ah, guys, I told you to watch out for the toad poop.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kreed, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kreed, you too possess the Echo.
Didn't someone say something about that a while back? Why are you so surprised?
Well, yes, of course I do.
She's like, duh, did you not listen to the other things said?
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Indeed. I can imagine
Yes,
there's a...
yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
True.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. So, wait here.
Well, she's gotten salty.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
It's one of
At the
Hydaelyn's
cusp
kidney
of an
stones.
umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light.
I didn't
But
get
as
one.
her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which served to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
That was quite the exposition dump. Learning a lot about this character.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin.
Well, that's an interesting light show.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
Well, interesting.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
That was pretty interesting. With Eorzea, we had to go all the way to where the trail started in order to follow it to its end. Okay, let's go back to Tailfeather. Not that I wasn't just there. Tailfeather. Okay, where am I at? Where am I going? Oh, there we are. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization.
Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through regularly. Do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals.
Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose.
This is impressive. You drew this from memory.
A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. Okay. So he can draw really well, he's vastly intelligent, but he's also a complete idiot. Huh. Sounds like if he was in college, he would have a liberal arts degree.
Woohoo!
I propose we split into two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Kreed and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Otherwise, we shall group near Loth Astavath and share our findings. Assuming there is no objections, let us be about it. Alright. I'll take a look around, ask a couple of questions. I'm probably going to get the same answers you do.
My, he's certainly matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies.
Haha!
Anyway, I shall best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds.
Okay. And she vanishes into thin air. Because that's how that works. What's up, dude? Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Alphino's sketch. A surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alphino may have mistaken his life's calling. Exactly. Ah! Hi? No, I ain't seen him around, sorry. Damn. Dude, your armor is blacker than mine. Jeez. He's being carried around by a claw. I am the claw. Let's go in here. Hey man, it's been a while. What you got there, Sketch? Yeah. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? Yeah. I heard Dale the other day of here in vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing around the beast like it was a bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like you, man? Yeah, that... Aren't you gonna say anything else? No? Okay, you unhelpful bastard. He had news and he was like, no, that's all I feel like saying. Shit. Grimold? Hi? Oh, it's a dude. Okay. A human man. Well, not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Yeah, he kind of looks like this. A lot like this, actually. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. What? An axe? I don't even remotely understand. Oh wow, it got dark quick. Oh, what the fuck? Royal Levin. What? What kind of weather is this? It's so weird looking. There's like a green gloom over everything. How you doing, Kra?
Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out.
Alright. Oh, they want to meet way over there. Okay. Come, Frostweam. He must away. And smacked my head right on the metal bar. Let's go up and around. Bandersnatch. It sounds so dirty. I'm gonna kick you right in the Bandersnatch.
Hold still, baby. Let me lick your Bandersnatch.
See what I mean? Dirty. I wonder if the sparkly is my destination. So, you're a little on the short side, aren't you? My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Hey.
Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors.
Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description. So does his fighting prowess. Well, there we go. We found him. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we may yet want for conclusive proof.
Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent the Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself?
Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name's day. In a scene I shall never forget. You had best forget.
Is it now?
I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament.
If that is the case, he had dealings with the Vath. They should be able to tell us, no?
That makes sense. Quite right, Qua. Quite right. Alright, let's go talk to the ant people. The tiny little black beetles from Nightmares. The Nath. The Gurnath. Oh, okay, I have to talk to Alphino again.
A little slow, a little late. Alphino would like very much to
I've been using the wrong voice. You obtained 3 max potions and 3 max ethers. Damn! Yes, please. A little slow, a little late. Alphino would very much like to continue the search for Thancred. Aye. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred will be waiting for us in Loth Astavath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. I think he's trying to still hide his embarrassment. He's lucky Y'shtola didn't flip over and like claw his eye out.
Shut up! You do not need to remember what I look like naked, you dick!
Kind of thing. But no, she's a lady of refinement, so maybe she would have just smacked him with her staff. Or kicked him in the nads. Eh. I did well not to comment. Hey, what's up, bud?
Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Ast. Fuck! What do you seek this day?
We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. He looks like this.
How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey.
No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing.
Good. He is friend to the Vath as well. One with whom we have traded many times.
Truly? You were certain it was this man?
There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us so much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Loth Nath, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more.
Oh shit!
Ramana has returned.
Vidofnir did say the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
Okay. Well, shit. Come, Frostwyrm. We have places to be. People to save. We have a dashing rogue to rescue. Okay. Here we are. There they are. Easy enough. Anybody else? Hey, took y'all long enough to catch up. Huh. That sounds familiar.
Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Oh, look. Who the shit? Excuse me? Damn! Hi, how's it going? What y'all doing here? Ah!
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
Oh damn! The fuck?
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea.
Hi, nice to meet you. I know I'm a badass.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
That's ominous. That's a cool move. Ah! The fuck? Ah! Son of a bitch! It was really bright in my eyes. Whoa! That was a face. Bring it on, you pansy. The fuck? Thancred! My boy! Well, that was a weird fade to black. Damn, look at them knives. Well, shit! It went straight into wire fu there. That is a cool-ass sword.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Hey, buddy. Been a while.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness.
Called it!
Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Now, if you're completely confused as to what I'm calling, ages upon ages upon ages ago, they were like, the warriors of light saved us. They were like birds flying in front of the sun, and we could only see their shadows against blinding light. And I was like, that sounds more like warriors of darkness than anything. Fucking called it. Well.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Yeah, I know, it's a corny name. Hey, bud. It's been a while.
Thancred! Are you alright?
Some cool-ass garments he's got there.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Yeah. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our party? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
Well.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
Right? Those are some nice duds, man.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
Yep. Yeah, that was me. How's it been, man?
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Right?
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
Yeah.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Indeed. Just granted to them from Zodiark instead of Hydaelyn. Thank you. Well,
Thank you all
alright
for watching, peeps. If you liked the video, please click that like button, and if you want to see more content from me, your host, 19, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!